So, the reason I'm saying all these things when it comes to writing your hooks, understanding the simplicity of it. Again, listening to this track right here. Here's another one. That one's even simpler, isn't it? There's even less notes going on here. Why do you think Southern music is so big right now? Because the music is some of the most simplistic music-wise. That's why it's catching on. Southern music is kicking all the other regions' butts. Well, I'm not, he's a little bitter. Poor Josh is a little bitter about this right now. I'm not saying this because, I'm not saying this because one is better than the other. I'm just saying there's a reason why, okay? Exactly. He brought up a point, my man Golden Child brought up a point. Music, for us, is our lifeblood. It's what drives us. It makes us excited about life. It makes us creative. It's where we express ourselves. But most people don't look at music that way. They look at music as one way to escape their reality for 3 minutes. They look at it as a way to go, I'm tired of my job, I'm tired of my life, I'm tired of these bills. I just want to listen to a 3-minute song and feel good about myself. That's why simplistic music doesn't require a lot of thinking. If you've just been yelled at by your boss and you've just been treated bad and you're stuck in traffic on 75, you don't want to think. Now, that's why it brings me back to the point of when it comes to writing a hook. So the hook of this song is, okay? If you put a really complex hook over that beat, what would happen? It would sound, it wouldn't fit it. Okay, it wouldn't fit it. That's that is Kia Sean, I think is the name of the guy. Sean is the name of the guy. Anyway, my man had just brought up a good point. He asked me, he said, is it better when you write a song to write the chorus first? Why? And I very adamantly said yes, and this is why. Because rappers, we listen to songs, when someone says, hey man, check out this song, what's the first thing we listen to? Maybe, okay, beat-wise. I mean, first thing we hear is usually a beat, but really, what are we checking for? Lyrics, okay? Meaning the thing that we really want to get out of that song is what does this dude have to say, and how well can he say it? Meaning, so we look at lyrics first. Rappers tend to look at songs as lyrics first. What's the second thing we usually listen to? Second thing we usually, well, you had actually said the first thing we hear is usually the beat. A lot of times rappers have a tendency, we listen to the beat second, meaning the second thing we want to check is, yeah, that beat's hot. First we want to hear if the MC's got to say something. Second thing we want to go, yeah, that beat's hot. What's the last thing we listen for? And most of the time we don't even care. The chorus. So the way we look at songs is we go lyrics first, beat second, chorus last. That's like the importance to us as MCs. However, how do most people listen to songs? People listen to songs beat first, hook second, and lyrics last, if they even care about the lyrics. So the reason why I'm showing this dichotomy is because the way we listen is not necessarily the way other people listen. So if we're really trying to impact people, we got to start listening the way other people listen. Meaning we got to get out of our mindset, okay? So when you said, do I write hook first? Yes. You know why? Because that's the part that you don't want to do by nature. And it's the hardest part. So what I always tell people is, do the hardest part first. Do the thing that you don't like to do first. If you do that first, then everything else is easy. If you love to write lyrics, that's the easy part. Do the part that you don't like doing, then you'll breeze through the lyrics part. You see what I'm saying? Because what happens? We spent, imagine, good example. So I got cash on me. Okay. Here's an example. You got $4. I got $4 in my wallet. It's kind of sad. Imagine for an instance that this $4 represents your full creativity that you can pour into a song before you run out. Okay? You can only spend these $4 in a certain way. Okay? So if you go, man, I gotta kill these lyrics. I gotta kill these lyrics, and you put all your emphasis on the lyrics, you spend your $3 on the lyrics, and you say, well, maybe I'll save a little bit for the chorus. What happens? People are going, I wish you'd spend the $3 on the chorus, and I don't even care if you throw $1 at the lyrics. You see what I'm saying? Really, the truth be told, if you really want to make a good song, you spend it equally. Okay? That means, what do you do first? You spend all $4 on your chorus and you make it the best chorus you can. And then once you're done and you've gotten as much creativity out of that chorus, then you come back and go, maybe I'll take a break. Now I'm going to go back and write these lyrics. I'm going to spend my $4 on the lyrics. Does that make sense? Okay? Don't divvy up your creativity or throw scraps at your chorus because you don't really care about your chorus. Put all your creativity into that chorus and make it the most important thing. Everything else will take care of itself from there. Okay? Now I want to make a distinction between hooks that work well on record and hooks that work well live. Okay? A lot of us will put a hook on our record because we think it'll work well live, i.e., throw your hands up, da 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 da. Just push your hands high, da dee dee dee. Everybody put them up, da 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 da. If you're listening to your car, are you gonna really put your hands up? You put your hands up, you're gonna crash your car. Okay? This is a habit that a lot of rappers do because they think, oh, I need a song that works well live. And so what do? They put things that work live on their record. And this is where we go wrong. Myself included, who has done this. Okay? So I'm not pointing your fingers at anybody except for me. Okay? This is what I want to make the distinction is. Put a hook on a record that works on a record. If you need it to work well live, change it live. You see what I'm saying? As a general rule, take out anything in your chorus that says put your hands up, throw your hands up, get your hands up. Anything involving the hands or clapping or anything like that, do not put them on your record. Why? Because people can't do that and they don't feel it when they're listening to your album. Do those things live. I change a lot of my choruses live because they just don't work. If I did it exactly the way I did it on the record, it's not going to work. Does that make sense? So, another thing to keep in mind when it comes to writing your hooks. One other thing about hook writing I want to talk about is the thing that we sometimes neglect as rappers because we're not melody oriented is we forget to ride the melody of the song. Meaning there's a little, what you can do is by adding a little melody to the way you're saying what you're saying, meaning matching the melody that's in the track, you can add that much more catchiness to the track, okay? So in other words, if that one is going da 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 da, you could be like ra ba 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 ba. You see what I'm saying? My tone of my voice now matches the melody of the beat.